So what are the different squeegee handles that you can use in your window cleaning business? What's up? I'm Keith Kelfis and I'm with Mike Warway right now. He's the owner of Detroit Sponge. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Keith.
And I've been curious because I use the same type of Sorbo handle for my squeegees in my business, but there's so many different options available that Mike's going to do a demonstration for us and show us what's available. In the previous video, I'll put a link in the description below. You can look at all the different squeegee channels and squeegee rubber, but here we're going to look at all the different handles you can use. What's up, Mike?
Hey. So yeah, there's a lot of choices out there for squeegee handles. We talked about the squeegee channels, and that does kind of make sure you gotta make sure you pick a handle that works with the channel that you've picked. But concept-wise, I think it's important to kind of see what the goal of these handles are and why they were designed and engineered the way that they were. So just for example, obviously you would never use a squeegee like this, but we've loaded all of these squeegee handles onto this one channel, and the reality is each one holds the channel at a different angle. Well, where that plays into it is that's going to affect how you have to hold the squeegee when you go to use the product up on the glass. So traditionally, this brass one here has about the most normal traditional squeegee angle to it. And from there they've taken and they've maybe made the distance from the bend to where the channel is a little bit longer. They've even on this one made it a lot longer so that you can see if you had a window that had a ledge, you could actually do that. Nice plastic handle.
So if you do primarily commercial or residential, you don't want to change up the handle based on what is the best for you.
And then inside of that angle, there's also this whole concept that's really blown the window cleaning world away for the last 30 years, is the pivoting handle.
Yeah.
So instead of having to be straight in front of the glass, or straight in front of the glass, you can now angle it and be out to the side. You can reach up a little bit higher. You can also, when you get to the bottom of the glass, instead of having to bend over as far, you can put the angle this way and come across and finish the glass. Allows you on the round top windows to be able to kind of set the angle and go up there and clean the window, come around. So that's what's called as a swivel. This is a particular one is called the Super System from Ergo.
The Super System from Ergo.
And it's designed so it has a little bit of a tension.
I'm gonna have them name all these off, the names of them, and I'll put links in the description below so you can actually see what they are and check them out, because they're all on your website, right?
Yep.
Okay.
There's this and more on the website. And again, all these handles exist because they're largely they're gonna tackle and help you solve different problems. So this one here, you can see that it has that angle tipped towards the glass, like a more of a traditional, the brass squeegee handle.
Yep.
Well, this one is from Unger, and they're 0 degree. 0 degree meaning this angle right here at the joint is straight up and down instead of being tipped towards the glass. What that allows you to do, so example, let's say you have a skylight and you need to squeegee it and it's recessed, so the window sets up here and the lip is there. This allows you to take that squeegee and all the way down to the edge, clean across. Or if it's recessed in a brick lip, you can go all the way over to the side, whereas ordinarily you would get down to about here and you can't make that turn. So that's where the 0 degree really comes into play. A very popular handle nowadays, another one that's been around that's the 0 degree is the one from Mormon called their Accelerator. Same type of big reward on that one is you get to use it at that 0 degree, which allows you, if you're ever trying to snake on a pole, you see a lot of the fancy techniques, so the guys are snaking on the pole, you need that handle to be 0 degrees, otherwise at some point when you're snaking it gets to be too much on its angle isn't right. So this is where the 0 degree allows you to be able to finish it all the way down. So basic terminology, you have traditional handles that don't pivot, that have like a quick release feature so that you can pop it in and off. This is the Ergo brass quick release handle. Then you have a variety that might be a little bit longer, more of a plastic rubberized grip, make it a little easier to hold on to. This is the Ergo Pro Grip squeegee handle. This is another one from Ergo that is the Ledger Ease. It's the one that really works to make ledgers easy for you, where if you have a 2 or 3 inch brick surround, this allows that squeegee to get all the way in there, to finish all the way off to the side. These are all going to work with the squeegees that have clips, end clips at the end that we talked about earlier. And then this is probably the best seller, the Ergo Super System. It has a quick release and it has the pivoting handle. So that allows you to have a couple of different features there.
Sweet.
Move over to the Unger, and you have the Unger traditional squeegee handle, which doesn't pivot. And it's going to last a long time because there's not a whole lot of moving parts to it. This is one that's designed for their clipless channels. So this is the handle, that's the Unger Ergo Tech handle. And then you have, we can do this one next. This is the Unger Swivel Lock 0 degree. Very, very popular for people trying to learn that swivel technique with a squeegee on a pole so that you're doing your storefront window. You don't want to have to bend over all the way to the ground, so you're able to snake this all the way down to the bottom and finish off without having to bend, saving your wear and tear in your back. Very popular for that sophisticated swirl technique, as well as that the Accelerator handle from Mormon, which works specifically with their style squeegee channels because of the way that the bracket's built. This other handle here is the Ergotech Ninja handle. This one is designed specifically at 40 degrees. Unger's great with engineering things, and they played with different angles, and they determined that the 40-degree angle is great. Yeah, and it actually has this feature where you can lock it in place.
Oh, cool.
To where if you don't want it to pivot, so maybe you're using it in some place, you don't want it to adjust,
yeah,
you just lock that into place. You can also unlock it so that you could adjust the angle, right? So that's a good one. And then finally, that Sorbo Squeegee that we talked about. Kind of a unique squeegee. Sorbo designed his own squeegee at his own particular angle. It's swivel, has quick release, so the lever here quick releases, and then the channel is able to slide inside of it. And that's just easy to mount there. Pop it into place and let you go. So that's the basic squeegee handles. There are even more options for you to consider if you look around the website. One of them that I've always enjoyed talking about is one that was designed by a window cleaner to solve a problem. He was washing the windows on a bank job in Iowa where he was washing windows for a living, and there was a lip around the window, on the whole building, around every window there was a ledge, and he couldn't get his squeegee to go all the way down the bottom, and the swivel of going to the side really wasn't working out either, so he'd have to climb on a ladder. So instead he just decided to design his own squeegee product, his own handle. So he made what's called the Ledger.
I got one of those.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. He designed it like a window cleaner would, right? No moving parts. This one has actually got the quick release feature to it, but no moving parts, where this thing's going to last you until you lose it, basically. and that's the truth. And he's now made these in a bunch of different sizes too. Sizes meaning the distance between where the bend is and where the squeegee is actually going to get held, so that you can actually depend on the size that you need for the ledge that you have.
Did you make one that's like so big you're driving, it's just hanging off the back?
Almost, not quite. We do have one that's almost feels as ridiculous.
Insane, dude.
Yeah, yeah. But if you're at a particular challenge on a job and it's that deep out where your window is setting that far back in,
dude, I wish I
this
knew
would
about
be the
that
choice.
Because I cleaned this bank one time, this huge window
Cleaning job. Yeah, I wish I knew about that then.
Yeah. Yeah, and it helps a lot. All of these tools, what's really neat to me about the window cleaning industry is that so much of this stuff comes up from the grassroots. So you guys that are out there, you come up with an idea, a modification for a handle, you figured out some way, hey, let us know, because it's great to share the ideas. I can't believe how many of these little innovations, for instance, even this whole pivoting handle was designed by a window cleaner. It was his concept. Ederay got on board with it, saw that it made a lot of sense, and started making it. But so many of these products are really driven by the guys out there using the tools. So you guys keep it up, keep challenging yourselves to figure out better ways to do jobs, and we'll continue to be able to offer you tools that other people have said work out real well.
Cool, thanks so much, Mike.
Okay.
Appreciate it, man. Finally got some questions answered about all the different squeegee handles that you can use. So check it out, DetroitSponge.com. I'll put a link to their website below if you want to check it out. Awesome, thanks, man.
Yep, you're welcome.